All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP family. Appreciate you guys as always. But yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at what's happening with the price of XRP and what we could be expecting going into this upcoming weekend. So looking across the board yet again, we are seeing a lot of red across the board for a lot of altcoins. It's no secret. If you're looking at the screen, I'm sure you can see that clearly. If you're looking at it on the weekly time frame now as well, you're seeing actually a majority of the market actually seeing a lag. If you're looking at XRP, it's holding much better than some of these other coins, though. It's only down 2.3%, and that's worthwhile noting. A lot of people will overlook that, but on this channel we will not be overlooking that. So that is something that I want to point out before we do jump into the video. So looking at the price, $2.17, down 2.1% as mentioned in USD. We're up 0.4% in Bitcoin compared, so that's nice to see. Of course, market valuation 124.6 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $4 billion. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So of course, some good news. U.S. Congress expected to prioritize crypto legislation in 2025. Get ready for real-world assets. Boom. So, of course, we've seen this coming. This is not something that's new. We've been talking about this for quite some time, and I think the year of 2025 is going to be great, especially as far as cryptocurrencies are concerned. But you're moving forward. Let's kind of take a look at what's happening, today, and then we're going to kind of jump into our main conversation about XRP today. So, around 3,010 Bitcoin were sold and 14,310 Ethereum were bought on December 28th. So, this tells me something very interesting. So, of course, we are seeing a little bit of an outflow on BTC. And I think, as we are hearing a lot of, delisting announcements about USDT, a lot of a lot of some big centralized exchanges are going to be delisting, USDT, on December 30th, which of course is kind of a little bit of a fear factor for some people, because of course, if you kind of go back a few years, 2021, or I think it was 2022, 2022, when Terra collapsed. Of course, since then, a lot of people have been scared when dealing with stablecoins, and as you should be, right? And now you are seeing more regulation coming towards these stable coins, and people are demanding for a regulated stable coin, especially these big corporations. And we had this discussion yesterday. This is where RLUSD shines and takes that market exposure. But there's been a lot of FUD lately. The USDT FUD, which of course has been having a negative impact on the crypto markets, especially Bitcoin. But the fact that we did see a net inflow on Ethereum still gives me hope that we do see an altcoin season continuation going into the new years. We're kind of seeing a lag over the last, I would say, 1.5 week, pretty much since the FOMC meeting announcement. But the fact that Ethereum is still getting the inflows that it's seeing, that is a really good thing that I don't want to be ignoring. Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course, speaking about regulatory clarity, a lot of good stuff happening for the crypto space in the year of 2025. As I've stated to you guys before, we're going to see multiple different assets getting ETFs, in my opinion, in the year of 2025. And here it is, Volatility Shares has filed for a futures-based Solana ETF. And I think we're going to see a huge shift in these ETFs filing in the year to come. So that is, of course, really nice to point out. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. So, of course, this is the news that is at the forefront. December 30th, USDT will be delisted, from major crypto exchanges across EU, because of course there's regulation coming. There's major regulation coming towards crypto, and non-compliant stable coins are going to be delisted. Simple as that. And some of these big centralized exchanges are kind of getting ahead of the curve and already starting to delist it, because they don't want to be dealing with all the other stuff later down the road. So I think this kind of brings a question now: is this going to happen globally? With other jurisdictions, in North America here, and what kind of impact would this have, not just within the stablecoin market, but for the crypto market as well. A lot of people thinking that December 30th is just going to be the end of USDT. I don't think it's gonna collapse. I wouldn't think though. I do definitely see the major red flags there are, and hence you are seeing not many people even looking at USDT in a good way. And that I personally would never put my money into USDT. And again, this is my own personal opinion. Just based off of, I've been in the space for about 8 years, guys, a little over 8 years now. And I've done my research, and I'm not just making something out of thin air. I personally don't, like USDT. I would rather put my, money into some other stable coins. But yeah, regulation is very important when it comes to this, especially what we have seen in the past. So we got to keep those factors in mind. But I think, this USDT FUD will, we will overcome this. But right now, I think, whales and these news outlets are definitely taking advantage of this. But, you could really see this is where, RLUSD is going to shine. This is where it's going to take a major market share of the stablecoin market. And I think this is going to be revolutionary, to say the least. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. So, shout out to our friend Smoke, says, yes, the unified ledger will include ISO 20022 compliant crypto assets, which include XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, QNT, IOTA. By following standards set by the BIS and ISO committee, these assets are positioned to seamlessly integrate with the traditional financial systems. And I think as we go into the future, we're going to see more and more of this being discussed, which not a lot of people are realizing right now. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening with our good old friend XRP's price. So first and foremost, I'm going to mention the Bitcoin Dominance Index. You guys can see Dominance Index yet again did retest the 58.5%. If you did watch my HBAR update, you know about this. But if not, we'll of course cover that. So, we got rejected at that, and dominance did fall down a little bit, which is of course really nice to see. While Bitcoin also kind of fell down, as it was ranging. We actually saw Bitcoin going up to the likes of $97,284 a few hours back, but we obviously saw a little bit of a retracement, making its way back down to 94,526. And I did mention in my H4 update, we could go down to 92.6 still, and that is something that is still on the table right now, and wouldn't be surprised if we actually retest that tomorrow if we lose the support where we currently are at. But as far as XRP is concerned, thanks to the dominance index for not going up, above that key resistance, because right now it explains it why we are still seeing XRP's price pretty much ranging where it was yesterday. So of course we were pretty much hanging around here. We did see that $2.23 wick towards the upside, but of course as market, especially Bitcoin, retraced, we are going to see that impact for XRP as well, and we clearly saw that happen. But it's holding amazingly as of now. The fact that we still haven't even retested the 38.2 $2.07 support tells you everything you need to know in terms of its momentum. But you want to be thinking the dominance index right now. But dominance index could go back up quite fast, in my opinion, if Bitcoin were to drop below the 23.6 fib zone. Obviously if it were to drop below the 23 point fib zone, like $89,000 Bitcoin could be on the table, potentially even at 85K, which still makes me mega bullish for the crypto space. Sometimes you need these shakeouts before we continue towards the upside. But right now, obviously, that only happens in my case if we drop below the 92.5. We do have some support around the 90 to 91,000 range, but of course, if that does not hold, I think 85K is a realistic price to be looking out for. But I do believe the year of 2025 is going to be exciting. As the year starts, I think the biggest event, of course, is Donald Trump coming into the office, and I think that news itself could really trigger a lot of excitement coming in towards the crypto markets. Let me know down below what you guys think, if you guys are on the same page. But so far so good as far as XRP's price is concerned. Pay very, very close attention to dominance, of course, as well as Bitcoin. Love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for all your support. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button. 2025 is going to be a massive year for the Crypto ZX channel as well as the crypto space. So I need each and every one of you guys on board. Hit those bell icon below so you are notified every time I upload. Love you all. See you later. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.